Hey, what's up, guys? I'm with Uros Medic, head of the first fight of the year in the UFC. Uros is going to be opening up the main card, and we're excited. I just want to give you guys a chance to meet him and talk a little bit about how camp went and some other things. So, what's up, Uros?
How you doing?
Good, brother. We just finished up our last training session here, getting ready to send Uros off, and
I still got a little more work to do.
yeah, he's gonna hit some pads after this, so we're gonna try to make this thing quick. Um, Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me how the camp went. I know you haven't fought since last April, so just fill us in a little bit on what you've been up to and how you're feeling.
It camp went great. Since last April, I mean, you make it sound like it's been forever. It's been how many months? 6-ish? Yeah, it's not that bad. I've seen worse than that. But yeah, it's been good. I had some injuries in the previous camp, so it had to be called off. And now we're back in the game. I feel great. It was a good fight camp. Not too long, not too short. So just perfect. Honestly, I'm excited to put on a good show.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, one of the biggest things I noticed about you is like how your physique's changed and how your body has changed.
Right?
This is your third fight now at welterweight,
Yes.
and I feel like now like you're a real welterweight. You don't have any flab on you. You're jacked. You're lean.
Yeah.
You're looking great. And
No, I feel amazing. Definitely, we've put in a lot of work in this gym and outside of this gym, in other gyms as well. I've definitely, when I first started, you've known me since I started my professional career with the UFC. I had big shoes to fill, and I think we are filling these shoes together because I grew into a fighter, grew into a better fighter, bigger person, bigger physically and emotionally and mentally. So all thanks to you and the team and just all of us together putting in that work. You played a crucial part amongst other coaches as well. But I know that anytime I need a piece of advice or anytime I need anything, I turn first to you or other coaches, and that has definitely helped me tremendously through this 4 or 5 years that we've been together. So I'm very thankful for that.
one of the biggest things I've noticed is like you've actually become a professional athlete.
Right.
Like I know you enjoy doing a lot of other things outside of the sport.
Right.
Just tell people real fast what some of those other things are. Like as far as like sports go, mountain biking, snow.
Yeah. I do a lot of activities, mostly ones that will require a lot of physical demand and physical motion, and they mostly all have adrenaline rush to it and some danger. I don't know why, but man, that makes me feel alive. So snowboarding out in the wilderness, mostly like backcountry snowboarding, and then mountain biking again up in the wilderness. That's one of the reasons why I was so in love with Alaska. There's a lot of that going on over there. Here, it's a little harder. You got to get out of the town to get to the wilderness, but I still manage. So yeah, any activity that'll get my blood pumping, I'm all up for it. Snorkeling too, anything really.
Funny story. Udos used to message me back in the day before I ever knew who he was, before he was ever in the UFC. Just some guy from Alaska, like talking about he has fights soon. It's funny because I didn't have any idea that I would end up meeting the guy, but he was like, "Oh, you got to come to Alaska, man. It's so beautiful here." But that makes me ask you I want to ask you the question of like, when things are all said and done for you, when you finish up fighting, do you see yourself going back to a place like Alaska or something like that, or where do you see yourself at?
I would love to. I mean, that's like a second home for me. I wouldn't want to be a year around in one place, but I know as you grow and you have a family, you're more tied to a certain place. So far for me, traveling across United States and being in different places, Alaska has my heart. So my heart is set on that, and you never know. I don't know where I'm going to end up and where I'm going to have a family and all that. But that's going to determine, because it comes down to what are you going to be doing, what business you're running, who's your partner, and all that. If I have a successful business that I'm running in California, it's going to be hard to live in Alaska and run a successful business here.
Don't start a business here with the taxes.
Right. Yeah, maybe I should just buy a ton of Bitcoin like you did.
Right. Well, that brings me to the next thing. So, Udos is coming off of his last fight in which he got a nice bonus. He knocked out a good veteran in Tim Means. So I have a question. After you get another bonus, get your check, what percentage of that money are you going to invest in Bitcoin?
A part of it goes to Bitcoin. I'm a weekly investor. My app has like a weekly thing. I was telling Chase for all these years, you should just use the app. And he was like, no, bro, I'm using the ledger. My shit is locked. And now he locked himself out of the ledger, unfortunately. I mean, it's not funny, but at the same time, it is funny because I'm very hopeful that he's going to find this access. And as we develop in the future and with AI, I believe somebody's going to be able to crack that. And I just hope that somebody is going to be Chase and not somebody else with his Bitcoins.
Well, okay, so obviously, you guys, I still have a lot of things to teach Udos about exchanges and getting his Bitcoin off of the exchanges. I'm just happy he's in Bitcoin at all. You know, listen, for these fighters, who knows how long their career is going to last, and if they're not being proactive with their money while their career is in play and while they're getting paid, then they can run into problems down the road. But Udos is a smart guy, and he does a lot of good things with his money. Obviously, we have a lot more to teach him about Bitcoin. He's doing what we call DCA, right? Dollar cost averaging, consistently putting money in. So that's a great thing. Now we just got to get him to take the money off the exchanges. Anyways, I'm going to close this up for you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Udos, best of luck, my brother. It's a pleasure. To work with you, and you're a great person, and I can't wait to get to this fight and watch you on Saturday. Let's go.
Chase your dreams. Let's go.
All day.